Hey guys, Marjack79 here. Y'all know what time it is. Yet again, another Dragon Ball Daima character has been revealed. And this time it is the Kid Mini Supreme Kai. Definitely a particularly weird one for me. I know Dragon Ball Daima is the most recent iteration of the Dragon Ball anime, but I would have rather much preferred we would have gotten an adult Supreme Kai from the Majin Buu saga from Dragon Ball Z. I'm sure that's the cranky old man in me just expressing my discretions with this decision. I mean, Daima just came out, kinda. I mean, it's about 6, 7 months old now, so of course they're going to create all of the characters accustomed to this show. I believe Panzy is coming as well officially. Very surprised that Supreme Kai made it out of development hell. I didn't think he would, but when it comes to the determination factor, Supreme Kai was kind of a main character in the show. So we definitely got a lot of backstory with him. So I guess it kind of makes sense that they would make his action figure as well. Now, did I love Dragon Ball Daima? No, absolutely not. I was a fan of it, but it definitely had some quips and quirks that I was absolutely not a fan of. I'm certainly happy that it exists. Anytime we get a continuation of the story of Goku, I'm always going to be a happy camper. But I just feel like in some ways, specifically storyline-wise, it could have been executed a little bit better. In my mind of minds right now, I don't think I'm going to get this. I'm curious about this effect. Is this an effect that is going to come with the figure? This little glowing effect here? I'm definitely curious. You know, it just drives me nuts, man. Supreme Kai, when he was first introduced in Dragon Ball Z, they made him out to be such a cool, mysterious character. But as time went on, they kind of made him or revered him to be a weakling per se. I mean, he's still a wise, central character from the show, but I don't know, just kind of, if you're gonna turn a character into a Joe character, I feel like the god of gods of the Dragon Ball universe, I feel like, I don't know, it's just weirding me out. I mean, this character was the top pantheon until, Beerus and Whis and the Omni King were revealed in Dragon Ball Super. I mean, even in Dragon Ball Super, he's kind of just revered to a Joe character more so than anything else. I don't know, this character just has a weird timeline of its character development. It's almost like they kind of brought him back to a more serious nature in Dragon Ball Daima. Still kind of has that joke aspect for sure. His fighting ability is kind of at the level, right underneath of Super Saiyan 2. So, I mean, him being able to compete with the Saiyan characters of the present Dragon Ball is just non-existent. But nevertheless, he's still a character that can hold his own in a battle. So, we got that going for us. I feel like his color scheme is kind of off. I feel like he was a more purple in the show, specifically in Dragon Ball Z and in Dragon Ball Daima. Maybe I'm crazy. But let's post the picture right there. Yeah, that's what I thought. As you can see, I mean, I feel like he was definitely way more purple. It's odd. I don't think I'll say that I'll skip out on the figure entirely right now. I'm still thinking about Glorio. I might get him even though his price is egregious at $100. If I had to take an educated guess, and the Supreme Kai's price is probably going to be I'm hoping for 40. I mean, that's what Goku and Vegeta were, but he might be a Piccolo kid price too, which was 65. I'm not paying 65 for this. I'll tell you what, if it's at 40 or 45, even 50, I'll probably go ahead and snag them. Anything over 50, though, I'm going to pass. I'm just being completely honest. Because, I mean, even from an aesthetic standpoint, it doesn't seem to come with a bunch of accessories unless that glowing effect. And then, of course, with the Daima figures, he comes with another Goku effect. It looks like this face sculpt of him eating. Can't tell if it's a chocolate bar or a piece of meat that Goku is eating, but he comes with that as well. Pretty cool idea. Not necessarily one that I care about specifically, but peeps that like to pose their Gokus in the eating pose or whatever, I'm sure that'll make them happy. But like I said, for me, I just don't care, man. But it is cool nevertheless. But don't exaggerate the price though, just because of this one little simple effect. You know what I'm saying? I would have much have rather preferred an energy beam or blast. I always prefer those accessories rather than the kind of the goofy, the silly effect pieces here. Funny, while I was recording the Supreme Kai portion of the video, Panzy was announced by Tamashii Nations as well. So now we officially have SH Figuarts Panzy coming as well. Man, I can hear all the naysayers growling in disgust now as we speak. Did we really exist in a world where we got a Panzy action figure from SH Figuarts before Kid Buu, Goten and Trunks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks? It's honestly mind-blowing, but I feel like maybe if Figuarts had came out during the heyday of Dragon Ball Z, we would have seen all of those obscure characters as well. But I mean, this line exists in 2025, and Dragon Ball Daima is the newest iteration of the anime. So of course it makes sense that they're going to make all the core characters of the group that appeared in Dragon Ball Daima. Panzy was an essential character to the show. She basically played the Bulma role, like the mechanic role to fix the ship, even though the ship was destroyed like 85 times. She plays like that magician role or whatever to assist the team. So ultimately, I enjoyed her character. Now, obviously, she's not a fighter, but even with that, Dragon Ball Daima, I feel like is more an adventure style anime. I know, don't get me wrong, it definitely has some Dragon Ball Z elements in there with the Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta and Goku respectively versus, Demon King Goma and the Tamagamis. But ultimately though, I feel like it's more an adventure anime of searching for the Dragon Balls than the fighting style that, what Dragon Ball Z made it known for. I can't front, man. Back in the day, I used to let releases like this bother me. But nowadays, I'm kind of just like the core Dragon Ball fan in me. It just makes me happy that they have the confidence to make these non-fighting characters. Does that make sense? There was some rumor mills going around that the Daima characters weren't selling well and that they were going to stop the Dragon Ball Daima line. Clearly, that's an effing lie. Whoever tried to start that rumor, well, you might want to eat those words, dog. I'm sure you've noticed in some of these screenshots here that the accessories that she comes with is her little backpack purse there that she had on her shoulder and her little scarf that she had around her neck. Looks like both of those can be taken off of the figure and put back on the figure if you so choose. She comes with numerous face sculpts as well. Looks like numerous hand sculpts as well. So that is pretty cool. Once again, this is definitely one that I do not know if I'm getting for sure. It just depends on the price. For Panzy specifically, I know that she is a short character as well, kind of like Goku, Vegeta, and Supreme Kai. A little bit taller. She is a child as well. So definitely, I'm going to expect her price hopefully to be somewhere between the $45 and $60 range. Hopefully closer to that $45, $50 range. That would be cool. It's a tough one. I don't see myself paying that much money to add her to the collection. I mean, the only non-fighting character I've ever added to my SH Figuarts Dragon Ball collection is Bulma from Dragon Ball. I didn't even get the Namek Bulma all those years ago. So Panzy kind of falls into that same category for me. Not to be sexist, haha. You know how some of y'all are. But I only tend to get the fighting characters. Does that make sense? She also comes with this Goku pink teddy hat thing going on here. It's cute. Looks like it's for your more obscure Dragon Ball fan. I'd be very hard pressed to see if anybody posts their Goku with this accessory on his head. But if you do, listen, do you, bro? I won't judge you. So these pre-orders start September the 26th. That's just in a couple of days here, with Supreme Kai coming out May 2026 and Panzy coming out June 2026. So a little bit over 9 or 10 months before we see these get released, but pre-orders at least start in a couple of days here. So like I said, for me, like I've been saying throughout the whole video, it's just going to depend on the price if I decide to fork over the cash for them. So, but like I said, I still have yet to put down a pre-order for Glorio, even if I'm even going to get Glorio. I just don't know yet, man. It's definitely one of these situations where I have to ask myself, like, how much did I really enjoy this show. You know, I'm a Dragon Ball Pantheon for sure. I'm gonna get the core characters. I got your Goku and your Vegeta. I got Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and I want that Daima King Goma whenever he gets announced as well. But the other characters, admittedly, they have been tougher for me to decide whether or not I want to fork over the cash for it. It's a tough decision. That's all it is to it. But as always, that's just one man's opinion. I'm sure for some of you, L'Oreal, Supreme Kai, and Panzy are instant pre-orders for you and others. And, you know, listen, that's cool, man. Definitely no judgment from me. At least this time it's not. You know, we all love Dragon Ball or we wouldn't be here. Point blank period. So like I said, I might get them, I might not. We'll see, man. So okay, what I want to know now, how do y'all feel about it? Are you gonna get all three of these figures? Have you already gotten the Goku and the Vegeta, the adult Goku and the adult Vegeta? How do y'all feel about it, man? Is this a must-have for y'all, or are y'all kind of on the fence about it like I am? I want to know. Post it in the comment section below, man. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Also, if you wouldn't mind hitting the hype button as well, I'd appreciate that. That will help pump the video into the algorithm so it can get more views on it. I appreciate that. If you want to see more content just like this, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me at youtube.com/smartjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, thank you guys for the years of support, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.